Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 63 of Europa Universalis 4 as Spain. In the last video we concluded our war against France. We didn't take too much from France directly, however we did take a lot of stuff from their colonial nations. We pretty much took all of colonial French Florida. We took one province from France and annulled their treaties with the Ottomans, which should make it easier for us to deal with them later on. Not to mention we also left them with about 130,000 rebels to fight off and no army. So France is going to be in real trouble soon. Yeah, because we completely stat-wiped their army, and they had 61,000 rebels in Paris. They had another 60-odd thousand rebels somewhere else. It does look like they have rebuilt their army, but I really don't think they could have dealt with all of those rebels. Now, I'm just keeping my eye on the clock, because in 2 years' time we'll be able to go to war with England, which is something I would very much like to do. Apparently, I'm actually losing money right now, and I don't know why that is. Colony has become self-sustaining. Let's go ahead and move over here. So, yeah, now we are making money again. There we go. It's obviously just some sort of issue why it wasn't correctly calculating. We've got a lot of buildings being built, so that's all going to really increase the amount of money we make. We have been caught spying on France, which is unfortunate, but we will go ahead and fabricate some more claims on them. And in the meantime, there we go, we've just dropped you guys off. So let's come back with these ships. It'd potentially be a lot quicker if we had just built the Suez Canal, so we could take a shortcut through here. But anybody can use it, and why should I pay all of that money for anybody to be able to go through the Suez? It just doesn't really seem fair. We do have some high liberty desire. Of course, it's mainly Florida, which is not surprising given the fact that we, you know, gave them such a huge amount of land. Let's go ahead and decrease their tariffs. That'll keep them, well, they still have the liberty desire, but they are loyal. I don't think there's going to be too much of a problem with that. How are we doing on force limit? We're still behind, but only just. We've got 60k troops over here next to England, so I really don't think we're going to need more than that to defeat their army, because I think they only have this 10k stack. Oh no, they've got a 20 stack there. But even so, a 30 stack we can easily deal with. I'm not too fussed about that. And in fact, are they putting them on boats? They are putting them on boats. So I don't know where they're heading off with them, but I think it'll be fairly easy to take England out in the next war. So that's not a problem at all. We do still have a 30 stack down here in Morocco, next to Morocco, so we could go and take some land from Morocco if we wanted. I think that 31 stack is probably Morocco's entire army. So taking some of this would be good. Gain the ducats or the national tax modifier. Let's take the national tax modifier and get some decent tax coming in. And yeah, we will eventually move down. We are going to attack Mali at some point as well. My plan really is to try and grab all of this sort of portion of Africa. We've only got about 100 years, just over 100 years before the end of the game, so we might not get around to getting all of that done. We've got too many military leaders, but none of them are particularly terrible, and I think we're doing relatively well on points, because we're well ahead of time. We've got level 3 leaders everywhere. Or level 3 advisors, so I just think we're going to wait on that one. Institutions penalty, where is the origin? Over there. Okay, so you're quite far away, but again, 7.1%, we nearly have enough to embrace. It'd be quite expensive, but I don't think money's going to be an issue for us. We're back to making 53 ducats per month again. We're also over our relationship slot. In fact, we've got military access through the 13 colonies, which we don't need. So let's go ahead and cancel that. I mean, that'll automatically go away anyway once we declare war on Great Britain. Yeah, so we're no longer over. Brilliant. Okay. We do have a little bit of unrest, but I think we'll just sort of deal with that as and when it comes. Most of it, to be honest, is in our colonial nations and not our own, so I don't care about that too much. But yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and try and take some stuff from Brahmanis and take a chunk into India. We could also try and eat into... Savoy's a little bit more risky because Savoy is actually not part of the Empire. Some of their provinces possibly are. Will get the corruption and lose the missionary strength. Yes, some of these provinces... Actually, none of these provinces are in the HRE. So we could probably easily take Savoy. Certainly something worth keeping in mind. England, do you have any alliances at the moment? No, you do not. We'll sort that out in a second. Where is our... June 17. So we're actually getting very close. That's another fairly big stack to have to deal with. So let's go ahead and march down here and deal with them we shall. Just using mercenaries here, really. We've lost a general, which is unfortunate, but England's going to be the next war, I think, so... Let's go ahead and get some generals in here. Particularly some that might have siege. That's the one I just assigned. I always forget which one it is. So it's that one. I just keep moving the same bloody general around, don't I? You want the one with 3 sieges. There we go. So we've got our 2 generals over here sort of ready to go ahead and deal with England. And I am going to move another 30 stack. Those are mercs. Do I want to move down there with mercs? Sure, let's go ahead and use some of the mercs. So you guys can go and drop off down here as well. Just making sure we've got enough men to deal with Bamanis. Last time I checked, they had something ridiculous like 125,000 or something like that. 136,000. They've increased even more now. France, amazingly, is already back up to 150,000. They're eating through their manpower. Ming is out of manpower completely, but has 200,000 troops. Russia is almost out of manpower. Our manpower is just disgusting. I mean, even the Ottomans... We could take on the Ottomans right now. So yeah, we're in a really, really strong position. But I intend to declare war on Great Britain pretty much as soon as I can. We will want to go ahead and get the heavies up there. We have a heavy over here. Let's go ahead and get you docked up. An alliance offer from Burgundy. I am going to pass. Do we currently have any relationship with Burgundy at all? We have a royal marriage with Burgundy. Do we need an alliance with Burgundy? I don't think we do. Although it might be a good way to... Yeah, I think we'll take it, actually. It might be a good way to get back to war with France again early. I do want to go ahead and send... You're improving relations there. Let's stop you from doing that. And let's go ahead and start improving relations again with... Where's lose the damn thing? Where are we? Improve relations. Try and build this up as much as we can, because it's only on plus 20. Keep Scandinavia on board, if possible. You're fighting those guys, and you'll deal with the unsieging of it. That is good. Okay, so we're 6 months away from being able to go to war again with England, which is fine as far as I'm concerned. We'll use the heavies to harass what's left of their navy. They don't have an awful lot left. So we can deal with that. Who is the current emperor? It is currently... is that Lubeck? It is Lubeck. And how's China doing? They've got all the reforms and he's still making positive mandate. Conduct population census. So he's trying to get some tax. He's only got 14 tributaries, which is not all that many, really. Okay, so we're into March. We are getting close to the point. We also need to make sure that we keep fabricating claims on France. Because if we can attack France directly later, it makes life a lot easier for us. So what we're essentially doing now is just waiting for our truce with England to end. Or Great Britain. How many forts do they have? They have Northumberland down here. We can probably just march straight in there. So let's get you down ready to do that. And let's get you up here ready to march in on the army. And that will probably be enough. We are losing generals. It wasn't one of these guys. We should probably keep getting some more generals, because if we can get ourselves a 3-star general, and you are not a 3-star general, if we can get a 3-star general, it'll give us another one of these things towards the Age of Revolutions. I'd still really like to get this artillery bonus versus forts and the... what was the other one? The artillery damage from the back row. Both of those will be really, really nice to get. Looks like our truce has ended. So before they get into an alliance, not an alliance, before they get into a coalition against us, let's go ahead and take them on. That would put us at war with Australia. We could call Scandinavia in, but we really don't need to. Colonialism, minus 25% aggressive expansion. It's not really going to be a problem. I think we'll just do the imperialism one. So let's go ahead and confirm that. You're going to march straight in there. You're going to march in over there. Unfortunately, my trade fleet just got caught out there. But it should be fine. It's only against 13 lights. We might lose the occasional ship, but that'll be okay. Persia's getting sieged out by the Ottomans and Bermanis, so that's unlucky for them. You guys have arrived, so there are some British... No, you are Maldives, or are you British Maldives? No, you're just Maldives, so we can probably... No, you're Great Britain. I think we'll just leave the transports there for now. I don't think we really need them. However, we could certainly move down here. Do you know what? We've got some force limit left. Let's just go ahead. And do this. And let's just go ahead and get some units down here. And we'll go ahead and try and take out some of Australia if we can. This is Scandinavia down here. Right, so let's go and keep our eye on England itself. And make sure that we are paying careful attention to what's going on here. You guys, I don't want to lose any of you. Although we might not, actually. We might be okay. Yeah, did we lose any ships? No, in fact, we actually gained 2. And because they're a trade fleet, they will just go and dock back up again. We have a finished colony. That is excellent. Now, you guys now are kind of stuck. So we need to go and pick you up. Now, we do have a small small fleet over here. So if you guys can go and collect them. I've completely lost where they were now. There we go. If you guys go and collect them, where do we want to start working on now? Do we want to move up here? Or do we want to move over into New Guinea? Probably, that's a 7. Let's go ahead and do that one. So I must remember to move those guys over there. We've got some conversions we can do. So let's go ahead and work on those. And yeah, definitely want to try and get you guys together. So that we can go and deal with Australia. Will not be a bad thing at all. There we go. Right, you do have another fort down there. It looks like they have a lot more forts than I thought they had, actually. Now, you do still have some ships around, which doesn't really concern me all that much. I don't think they can do too much against me right here. Now, obviously, there's a lot of rubbish going to go on in this area. But do you know what? I think we can live with that. Let's go ahead and help out with some of these sieges where we can. I mean, they may be a pain and start taking some of these provinces, but our colonial nations are so strong at the moment. I don't think we really need to worry about that all that much. So let's just keep trying to siege out England. Again, we can probably afford to buy these wall breaches. So let's go ahead and do that. They do have a unit up there. I will go up there at some point. It'll be really, really easy. Let's keep our eye on Australia, because I would love to take all of this land from Great Britain, to be honest. So let's move everybody in down here. We should be able to take all of Australia. Is this actually finished? No, but it's nearly done. It's very close. Where is that small transport fleet? Did it actually arrive on time? It is there. So if you guys can get on... no, it's the ships I've got selected. You get on the ships. And the ships are going to drop you off here, I believe. Yep, that's the one. So, drop them off. Thanks for all of those pop-ups. That really helped. Ships. Drop them off there, please. And we can do more conversions. Might as well. We've got all of these missionaries. Okay, so just keeping our eye on Australia. We've got our 11 stack here. Let's go and move you in. I don't know how many units they have down here. We've also got quite a bit of Terra Incognita, to be honest. See, it's doing its usual thing where we can't actually see what's going on. That's fine. 0% chance of grabbing this. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long before we've got all of England's, like, main territory sieged out. So I'm not overly concerned. Looks like they've got some ships bobbing around. Something down here, it's only like a 1 stack. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned by this. They're not really being problematic. So yeah, sieging this out shouldn't be a problem. Luckily we can just sort of march straight into the Terra Incognita. There is a slight problem with that, which is that we can't actually see where anybody is. This is now finished. So let's move you over and... Oh, somebody else is colonising that, are they? And who will that be? Scandinavia, you cheeky git. So we could go and colonise these. Would have to use the transport ships. Let's go ahead and do it then. Let's go and send a colonist there. You can go and pick these guys up. I am technically friendly with Scandinavia, so I don't really want to do too much against them. We lost or won a battle up here. That was the trade fleet again. Still doing quite well. These sieges should go our way relatively quickly. And as soon as these are done, I'm just going to start splitting these armies up. Gain a claim. There was something else I was working on down here, and I can't remember what it was. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. I've got an extra... always one heavy over. I always seem to build one too many. Go away. Just going to get rid of it. I know I could sell it, but it's not like I need the money. Right, down here, Australia. How are things going? Won the Siege of Marches. Excellent. Let's go ahead and split you up. Now, I do have to be careful because I cannot see where their army is, and I do not know how many men they have down here. You are going to get on the ships. The ships are going to go out over here. And the ships are going to drop you off there as soon as it lets me. Land movement blocked by hostile fort. It really isn't. Okay, so here's some sieges done. So let's split you in half. Half to Derbyshire. Half to Oxfordshire. And you are going to move up here. Now we can take these heavies around to the other side. Another conversion that we can do. Excellent. Now let's split you in half and send half of you there. So getting this from Great Britain should be really easy. Now again, my plan isn't necessarily to take all of their colonial stuff, because we have the advantage here of... we have the advantage if we can actually fully... if we can vassalize England, we can't do it in this war, because we won't be able to take enough. But if we can vassalize England at some point and then fully annex them, we'll be able to take all of their stuff, which will be really, really good. Their ships have got forced out there. That should be absolutely fine. And they've just got forced out again into the heavies. They've got very few places left to go. They can move up there, which is fine. We are about to march in here. Now, it's currently saying that we can't because we are blockaded, but that won't be the issue for long. Surprised we've only got a 49% 49% war score here. I was expecting we'd have more. The nobility can gain some loyalty. I'm fine with that. We're going to march over there and kill those guys. Take that final province. That is fine. Let's go ahead and see how things are getting on down here. Absolutely great. Let's go ahead and take the Australian capital. Probably won't be able to reach Tasmania, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and dock you up. Again, making lots of money, so that's good. And we've got this. Let's go ahead and take that ship out. Now, interestingly, we've only got a 50% war score. How are things going on over here? You're sieging that out. Got Argentina down here. Now, we did have this 10 stack. You can probably move down there and siege that out. More expensive mercenaries, that's fine. Not bothered by that at all. We've got enough men here to go and, like, do some stuff. Wow, England has a 3-star general there. Let's go see if we can get something better. Actually, you're pretty good. You're still not 3-star, but you're pretty good. Well, okay, let's go and take this small stack first. They may come in to try and reinforce. In fact, they probably will. And unfortunately, we do have the terrain penalty there. Now, we lost a battle, but those guys were just mercenaries, and they've you know, took a good chunk of their health away, which is what I wanted to do with them, really. I didn't think I would win that battle, but we've done some significant damage. We've got 53% war score. So that is fine. We're going to keep taking Australia ourselves. We're going to do this manually. It'll be nice and easy for us. We've already got a 28% chance to take the capital. And in fact, the capital is now taken. So we'll keep working our way around. But we will finish this off in the next video, I think. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Spain. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.